Message from SunnahFollowers. This is from Sheikh Saleh. We need to unite. Sisters, wear your hijab. Wear your beards. Be proud of your beard. Stay home, stay in your home. Stand up, unite, and stand for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
That's right, Saleh. We all should stand up in solidarity, not transgressing the limits of Allah, but standing together with patience and understanding. This is SunnahFollowers.
With dignity, humility, and balance.
If you want to learn about how to balance and maintain your faith every day, you need to be here at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, being taught by Laila Nasheeba, streaming on all major platforms. Channel SunnahFollowers. Hope to see you there, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Yusuf and this is Ayub. And if you are benefiting like we are from the classes and the ongoing programming, tuning into the SunnahFollowers, please donate. Let this be an ongoing sadaqah jariyah on your behalf. You're helping the kids, the converts, and everyone seeking knowledge. And it's a wealth of information every day you tune in. Don't forget, you are being rewarded for your generous donations to keep this programming on air. You know, just like what you're hearing, put your dollar where the dollar's at. Right here on SunnahFollowers. Don't forget, donate. Right here to SunnahFollowers and dollars out. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Listen, we are in dire need of donations to keep these shows running and available for you 24/7. So that means when you're in the car, it's available for you to listen to. Whether you're at work, streaming, playing a game, it's available for you to listen to. Rowing your deed and learning about the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful different topics of Islam. Listen, one of the heaviest deeds that could be placed on your scale on the Day of Judgment is Sadaqah Jariyah. Yes, I know, I'm trying to build deeds daily. So you can too. So listen, feel free and please, from the bottom of your heart, donate to this wonderful cause, wonderful website and platform to continually push out shows that will benefit you and the Muslim Ummah. Yes, you can donate by going to the SunnahFollowers.net website, pressing the Donate tab. You can also scan the QR code in YouTube on the far left top of our videos that are streaming. Listen guys, this is very important and take this as important. We want to keep this programming available for you 24/7 so that you have access in your car, anywhere you choose to tune in to this wonderful programming. Yes, guys, it's all at your disposal. So listen, feel free to donate. Once again, remember, Sadaqah Jariyah, one of the heaviest deeds on your scale on the Day of Judgment. While the world prepares for doomsday, many Muslim youth preparing for the worst amidst the constant stream on social media, showcasing troubling laws, social injustices such as human trafficking, and many more. Through an Islamic lens, these overwhelming challenges are often viewed as tests that demand both spiritual resilience and worldly action. Preparation is not about passive despair, but about strengthening one's reliance on Allah. Join us at 9:30 p.m. Eastern as Ustada Laila Nasheeba shows us how to prepare using Islamic tools and insight, such as channeling anxiety into community organizing, deepening our spiritual practices, seeing the struggle for a better world as an inherent part of our worship, like the Prophet Muhammad and those righteous predecessors. Streaming on all major platforms. Channel SunnahFollowers.
The Maqasidic Tafsir.
Where should I begin when I'm starting at the end? Pursuing the higher aim, learning the meaning of every page. Ooh.
another addition to your Islamic education. Maqasidic Tafsir, Healing and Governance, The Transformative Path of Sabah as-Tiwal, written by Dr. Karim Abuzaid. Join Ustad Laila Nasheeba every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m., streaming all major platforms, channel SunnahFollowers.
Ina alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala wa rasulallah. I'd like to welcome everybody to our Maqasidic Tafsir class. And this is the class whereas we are studying from the book written by Dr. Karim Abuzaid entitled The Maqasidic Tafsir Volume 3. And this is the book whereas we are going over the most lengthy chapters of the Quran. But right now we're taking a break away from those chapters to focus in on Islamic governance and how Islamic governance is structured. And I want everyone to understand that there is no Islamic state in existence right now. And there will not be an Islamic state in existence until the advent of al-Mahdi. But even though there is no state in existence per se, still the laws of Islam do apply, and they will apply when he does come in existence, which will be a while from now. Okay, and then after him, we will have Jesus coming back as the ruler of the world, as we all know. All of the hadiths are clear on this. And yes, you can listen and participate, Brother Abu Bakr. You know, there's nothing wrong with you listening and learning. It's just that I won't allow you to use your video camera here. As you all know, one of the first scholars of Islam was Aisha radiallahu anha. In fact, just so you guys know, again, Imam Malik learned directly from one of Aisha radiallahu anha's students, Asma, when Imam Malik became the governor. He became the governor of Medina. He went to Medina because he wanted to learn. He wanted to learn from the Tabi'in, directly from what the people learned directly from the original companions. And when he traveled to Medina, he was told, go learn from Asma. Asma, she was Aisha had 300 students. And they told him, Asma, she's one of the direct students of Aisha radiallahu anha. And he learned from Asma. Okay, so you can listen here. However, you will, I'll have a lot of men who will listen to me. I just will not allow you brothers to use your microphones, nor will I allow you to use your video cameras, because I am the Islamic educator here, and you brothers using your cameras and you brothers using your microphones would be a fitting in and of itself, and I'm not going to allow that. Okay, so back to the class. But yes, you can take notes and learn, just as Imam Malik learned from Asma. All right, so, and many learned from Aisha radiallahu anha. So, as I was saying, even though there will not be a true Islamic state until much, much later than now, still the laws of Allah are in existence for all times. And so we've taken a break away from studying those chapters of the Quran just to go over Islamic governance. And we spoke about the first 4 pillars of Islamic governance. As always, everything in Islam has pillars. There's pillars of the Shahada. There's pillars of the prayer, pillars of the wudu, pillars of ghusl. There's pillars of marriage. There's pillars of divorce. There's pillars of repentance. So there's pillars of everything, pillars of everything in Islam, including governance. So we covered the first 4 pillars of governance in Islam, and tonight we're going to cover the 5th and 6th pillars. So I want everyone to pay attention. I'm going to put the PowerPoint up on the screen. Feel free to take screenshots. For those of you who are listening and watching me on this other platform here, make sure that you open up a tab to YouTube on your cell phone and go to my YouTube channel SunnahFollowers, and click on the live stream so you'll be able to see the PowerPoint like everyone on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and by the way, Rumble. Yes, I'm getting ready to log in on Rumble now. I forgot. Rumble. It's my favorite platform. You're the only one I can't see your typing. Okay, so I'm logging in now and I can see your typing. So whatever you guys type on Rumble, I can see now. I'm logged in directly with you guys too. So I'm getting ready to put the PowerPoint on now, up now. Uh-oh. Where did my PowerPoint go? There it is. Okay, inshallah. Everybody can see it now. Yes, we're still on chapter 2.5. Brother Edward, yes, for the Reddit group, for my new Shahada Reddit group. Yes, everybody's got the book. I have 150 new Shahadas on Reddit. Yes, good job. All of my new Shahadas on Reddit. I have 150 new Shahadas following me on Reddit. MashaAllah, everyone has received their books. Right. And for those of you who have not yet purchased the book, this is the book, Volume 3. The Maqasidic Tafsir, Volume 3. It can be purchased on Amazon. And this is how the book looks. I'm making it larger. The book is written by Dr. Karim Abuzaid. That is his picture there. I'm very keen on showing, big on showing the pictures, because it's important that you know, especially in this day and era, who you are taking your knowledge of Islam from, because there's a lot of pretenders out there. These are the days of the Ruwaybida, as you guys know. So you need to know who you are getting your knowledge of Islam from. This is Dr. Karim Abuzaid. Everyone should know who he is. Okay. He's the author of all the books that I am teaching from. He is the author of all of them. And this book can be purchased on Amazon, you know, for $19.99. This is Volume 3. This is how the book looks. Please purchase the book. Okay. And we'll be continuing with chapter 2.5. Go to the part of the book that talks chapter 2.5, pillars 5. We'll be starting at pillar 5. We're going to cover pillar 5 and 6, which speaks about implementation of Sharia. And pillar 6 covers the welfare and public good. Okay? Because those are the 2 pillars that we're going to be discussing tonight. Okay, y'all got it? Yeah, you got it? Okay, all right. So here we go. Yes. Yes, go ahead, share it. You can share it to the people on your group. Okay. So when it comes to the 5th pillar, the 5th pillar of Islamic governance is implementing. We have to implement Sharia. Sharia refers to the laws of Allah. We have to implement Allah's laws, because this is the cornerstone of Islamic governance. And it serves as the legal framework that governs the public and private lives of the Muslims within the Islamic State. And this pillar is foundational to ensuring that the laws and policies of the state reflects Allah's commandments. Because again, this is what differs our laws from secular laws. Our laws are inspired by Allah, whereas secular laws are inspired by man. So our laws are just and good, whereas man's laws may be biased and may not be just because they're inspired by man. That's a big difference. Okay? So the laws of an Islamic state are based on the Quran, which is the book of Allah, the words of Allah, and the Sunnah, which is the example and the words of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Sharia encompasses many areas, including jurisprudence, civil rights, economic transactions, personal behavior. And they also guide the community towards justice, equality, and moral integrity. Man's laws don't do all of that. Okay? So, the role of Sharia extends beyond legal prescriptions. It manifests Allah's wisdom, which is intended to create a just and a harmonious and a prosperous society. That's what makes our way of government better, because it's all based on what Allah declares, what Allah commands, not what man desires, not what man wants, not what man deems to be best. Okay? So the laws of Allah act as the ultimate authority in Islamic government. And Allah's laws ensure that all legislative, judicial, and executive actions align with Allah's teachings, the teachings of the Quran, the teachings of the Hadiths. Okay? It's not based on, what we like, what we dislike. Okay? So as you can see, there is no Islamic state really anywhere on earth right now. You have a lot of Muslim populated countries, but there is no Muslim country on this earth right now that's living Sharia, of the laws of Allah. Not really. And there won't be until long from now, after the Mahdi, after Jesus comes, really. Not really until after Jesus comes. Okay? So now we're going to look at the scope of Sharia law. The scope of Sharia guides every aspect of a Muslim's life and the collective life and of the whole Islamic, community. It addresses the rights of both the individuals, and also it addresses the rights of the communities that live within that country. Okay? So it strikes a balance between personal freedoms and also social responsibilities. Sharia covers various aspects of government, including criminal justice, economic policies, social welfare, and international relations. And you guys get to see that as Mukhtar is teaching you guys the Caliphate of Umar, radiallahu anha, and that class that we have on Sundays. You get to see how Umar, radiallahu anha, implemented the laws of Allah, as during his leadership. You see him going inside the masjid, making sure that the laws of Allah are implemented there. This past Sunday, you learned how Umar used to walk into the marketplace, and he would make sure that economically the laws of Allah were maintained, where people weren't hoarding goods and stealing and cheating the people. Okay? We don't have that happening today. All right? Also, the implementation and interpretation of Sharia in an Islamic state are entrusted to a robust and independent judiciary system, alongside scholarly bodies that possess deep understanding of Islamic law. And these institutions include judges. They include judges, and we saw this when you had the class Sunday with Umar radiallahu anhu. Umar had a cabinet of other companions that helped him to try to maintain the laws of Allah within the state. The judges are responsible for handling all disputes. They're also responsible for interpreting the laws of Allah and ensuring that justice is served based on the principles of the Quran. They play a crucial role in maintaining social order and upholding the rights of individuals. Remember, we talked about how Umar radiallahu anhu included Ibn Abbas. And some of the companions are like, why are you including this young boy as part and making him a Qadi? He's a young kid. He said he's the one who the Prophet made dua for, giving him a deep understanding of the Quran. Okay? He understands this Quran better than any of us. Okay? He also included Abu Hurairah. He said he's young, but the Prophet made dua that he never forgets anything that he saw the Prophet do, anything he heard the Prophet say. Okay? So remember, we talked about that. So in addition to having judges who were responsible for handling the disputes and interpreting the laws of Allah, also Sharia includes having muftis and Islamic scholars. These individuals provide guidance and issue Islamic verdicts or Islamic opinions on different matters, which help to interpret and apply Allah's laws in contemporary contexts. Their scholarly insights ensure that the application of Allah's laws remain relevant and responsive to the needs of the people and the nation. Okay? And you see that with the Caliphate of Umar, radiallahu anhu. And also when we did the Caliphate of Abu Bakr had the same thing put up. Okay? Also, in an Islamic state, Sharia includes having courts. These courts specialize in matters related to Islamic law, handling issues and contractual disputes. They ensure that legal proceedings, are carried out, accurately and correctly. They also have legislative bodies. Legislative bodies work within the framework of Sharia to formulate laws and policies. These bodies may introduce legislation to address new challenges, such as rules, that may be needed, but the rules must not contradict the principles of Allah's laws. Okay? They may make up traffic laws and safety policies and things like that. Okay? So that's the fifth pillar of Islamic governance, implementation of Sharia. And then the sixth pillar of Islamic governance is welfare and public good. The welfare and public good are pivotal pillars of Islamic governance. They demonstrate the state's responsibility to safeguard the interests and well-being of the people. Okay? You can imagine what this deals with. This is the education, the health, the welfare of the people. This concept emphasizes the balance between individual rights and communal interests. Okay? How is it relevant to governance? Well, again, we have to have a welfare system where the people can be cared for, hospitalization. You know, the people have to be educated. Islam is all about seeking knowledge. You know, Allah wants us to not only seek knowledge of Islam, but also it's important to have secular knowledge too. Okay? So, Islamic law strongly emphasizes protecting individual rights, including 5 main objectives: the preservation of the religion, the self and body, the lineage, the intellect, and wealth. So the state has a responsibility to establish and maintain education, healthcare, and social welfare. And under the Khalifa, the state is responsible for ensuring essential services such as education, healthcare, and social welfare. These things are important for the Caliphate. Okay, they have to have an educational system, not just Islamically, but also secularly. They have to have a healthcare system where the people can get taken care of when they're sick. And it's not just based on social status. So it doesn't matter, you know, what their social background is, or how rich they are, how poor they are. They have to be able to be taken care of when they're sick. They have to have preventive care and all of that. All that's provided by the government. They also have to have social welfare. This includes financial assistance, housing, and other social services for those in need, for the poor, for the orphans, also for widows, women who have no husbands, for the elderly. In Islam, we believe in taking care of the elderly, not pushing them into a nursing home with no care. Also, that's what the zakat is for. That's what the purpose of zakat, the obligatory charity, okay, and the voluntary charity. Hold on for 1 second, guys. 1 second. I got somebody at my door. Text the heck out of me. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry. So this is why zakat is so important for us. It's one of the pillars for us, because that zakat, you know, goes to help for the social welfare, for the needy, for the orphans, for the widows, and people who are in need. So this is a very, very important pillar for us as Muslims. So those are the 6 of the pillars of Islamic governance for us. It's very important that these pillars be maintained. So as you can see, guys, just by reviewing these 6 pillars, a lot of you ask, oh, Sister Laila, is there an Islamic state And we tell you there's no Islamic State really anywhere in the world. We have a lot of Muslim populated countries, but are any of them truly upholding an Islamic State? No. Most of the Muslim countries have westernized. They've become like a democracy. They've become like America. They've become like the UK. Many of them have abandoned the concept of an Islamic State and replaced it with westernization. Now you have a lot of them that have become more Zionist in their approach to life. And this is why Allah has sent this war upon us all. So I'm going to stop right here for today. The next time we meet, we'll continue with this topic of Islamic governance. So are there any questions or comments? And yes, I'll give you a quiz on these two pillars the next time we meet, which will be Thursday. Any questions or comments? Yes. The brother here is asking me. Yes. Exactly. Yes, the first four. Now you see. Now you understand that hadith. That's what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam meant when he said that hadith about the first four caliphs. When he says, stick to the traditional Islam. The traditional Islam is what I am upon, what my companions are upon, and what the first four leaders after me are upon. Exactly, because everything after that goes downhill. And it did. It went downhill. Exactly. And then now he said, and he talked about how that second hadith that you mentioned, prophethood and truth. This nation will begin with leadership ruled by prophethood and truth. And then the second phase will be leadership and truth. Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, they were the leadership and truth. Right. And then after that, everything went downhill. That's why we don't care about what happened after that. Exactly. Now you understand those hadiths. All makes sense. Good job, brother. Good job, Brother Bilal. It all makes sense. All right. Any other questions or comments? All right. Tomorrow is Wednesday. And tomorrow, inshallah, we have Dr. Dramali doing the pray as described by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the class based on the book written by Sheikh Albani. So make sure that everybody is here for that. Yes, and let me remind you that this Friday, for the Ask Sister Laila live show, the special topic chosen by a couple of the kids is how to be prepared, how to prepare for the worst. With all that's going on in the world today, you know, all the fitting, because we are in the beginning of the greater signs of the last hour. The kids wanted me to know. The kids wanted me to speak about how do we prepare for the worst? How do we be prepared for the worst? So that's going to be the topic for the Ask Sister Laila live show this Friday. You know, that social injustice. How do the kids, the Muslim youth, they want to know, how do we prepare for the social injustice, the racism, the Islamophobia. Islamophobia is back Because of this war, the Islamophobia is back impacting us. There was an issue on the news I saw yesterday. Was it today? Was it today that they were speaking about how some doctor, is that down there in Texas, Layla, where you guys are? Some doctor is refusing, no, somebody in government is refusing to treat kids from Gaza. Did y'all hear about that?
No, I haven't heard about that.
It's on the news. Some state person is refusing to treat kids who were bombed in Gaza as a way of getting back at someone. That's on the news. I don't watch the news, but I happen to, you know me, I was trying to watch America's Next Top Model. Y'all know I watch Tie Booty Touche over and over. And I saw it, it flashed on the screen. It's on the news. This state, no, yes, it's because CARE was talking about it. You know, my best friend is the president of CARE. I keep telling y'all my best friend is the president of CARE. And she's married. My best friend is the president of CARE. And they were talking about at CARE. She was on TV. And they were talking about this senator or somebody was saying that they're no longer treating. They're not taking in any children from Palestine. Anissa, did you see that on the news today?
I haven't watched the news today at all.
Let me see if I can.
I have not.
Children from Gaza. I'm going to Google it right quick. Doctors not taking. My best friend is the president of CARE. Yep, doctors. Wait a minute. I'm getting ready to Google it. Yep. U.S. State Department stops issuing visas for Gaza's children. That's it. CARE says, yep, there it is. Yep. That's it. That's in the news. Yep, that's it. Because my best friend is the president of CARE. She's married. U.S. State Department stops issuing visas for Gaza's children to get medical care after far-right campaign. Complaints from Laura Loomer to far-right influencer close to Trump. Yep, that's it. The U.S. Department announced on Saturday that it would stop issuing visas to children from Gaza in a desperate need of medical care after an online pressure from Laura Loomer. Yep.
That's Trump's.
That's what they said. Yep, I saw that.
Trump's done that.
Yep. So they're not going to allow children in Gaza who need medical care to come here. And there's my best friend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Trump's.
That's it, Marco Rubio. That's right, Carol.
Yeah, that's Trump's stuff.
Marco Rubio. My best friend is the president of CARE.
Yep.
I saw her. She's married.
He goes right hand with President Trump. He's doing some awful things.
Yeah, who is this Marco Rubio? Who is he, Carol?
He's a right-hand man of Trump.
What is he? Is he a white man or Jewish?
He's white. They're all white. They're all white. Here's Patchen.
I thought Marco Rubio was Cuban.
Yeah.
But his skin is white.
He's a Republican Party. Yeah, he is Cuban.
Skin.
He's Cuban. I'm looking at his picture. Yeah, he's one of them people. I told y'all, you know how I feel about them. He's Venezuela. He's from Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how I feel about what happened down there. Y'all told y'all about my experiences. He's one of them people that tried to send me to, remember how they was going to send me to El Salvador. I told y'all about it. Well, yeah, I saw my best friend talking about that. My best friend was talking about it. Marco Rubio. So they're not going to allow the children to come here for medical help anymore.
Nope.
Because
they stopped all the aid to Africa. All the food, the medicines just got tossed away. They shut it down.
But he's not American. But they allowing his people to come here and get treatment and live and work for Frontier Airlines. His people work for Frontier Airlines and can't even speak proper English.
That's right.
They tried to send me to El Salvador. But they stopping the people from Gaza, the kids from coming here to get medical help.
Yeah.
And I'm a United States citizen. Born in America.
Yeah, they're doing some nasty things out there.
Yep. Exactly, Pamela. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that type of stuff on Friday.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to log out for right now. Maybe I'll have my best friend come on here as a guest speaker. Yeah. All right, guys, let me log out for tonight. Go in here and make me some spaghetti. All right, Supana Kalahuma, Wabihamdika, Ashadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
It's two people always